everybody, welcome to my channel. My name's Linda and today I have a beanie tutorial for you, and this is the beanie that I'm going to show you how to make, and we're going to be using Dermo's Aran anti-pilling yarn. And I just want to show you the hat that I'm going to replicate. So I'm going to turn you to overhead, guys, and let's make a start, shall we? Okay, guys, so this is the hat we're going to be making. So it's double crochet, half double crochet, then half double crochet in the white, then two double crochets, and then the puffs, and then two double crochet, and then three double crochet, and then the front post, back post. So what you're going to need is you're going to need a 5mm hook. I've got, this is 4-weight, you can use any 4-weight, and this is Dermo's anti-pilling, and this is ash, and I've got Persian blue, again the anti-pilling 4-weight, 100% acrylic and 180 yards, 165 meters. So I'm going to put, you're also going to need tapestry needle, you're going to need a stitch marker and a pair of scissors. So I'm just going to put them to the side, and I want to thank Brenda Morgan because she suggested I call this the happy hat or the happy beanie, so I'm going to call it the happy beanie. So thank you, Brenda. So as always, center pull, and I'm going to take plenty of yarn out. And I'm going to do magic circle. So I make a circle and cross it, I put my hook in, and I do a single crochet, and then you need to do 6 half double crochet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we've got this 6, and I count backwards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I'm just going to pull that tight, and then I'm going to do a slip stitch into the first number 6. So again, I'm just going to double check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is this, and I just do a slip stitch. Okay, and now I'm going to put my no I'm not. So you want to do, in each of the 6 stitches, you want to do 2 half double crochets. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Slip stitch into the first stitch. So you've got 12, and you're going to go up in increments of 6 stitches, so you're going to increase until you've got 60 stitches. So chain 1, and I'm just going to put my stitch marker there so I know that that's the last stitch, and I need to do one single crochet into the first stitch, 2 single half double crochets, I beg your pardon, 2 half double crochets in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth. So every even number you do 2, and in the odd numbers, so that's 1, and then you put 2, 1, 2 half double crochets into the next stitch, and then 3, 1, I beg your pardon, and then 2 into the next stitch, 1 into the next stitch, half double crochet, and hold on, have I done it right? 1, 2, 1, 2, yeah, and then 1, 2, and I should have 18, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Hold on, I've made a mistake. See how easy it is to do it? So that's 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I know this is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and I should have 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And I go slip stitch into there. In fact, I don't really like to use the so now chain 1, half double crochet into the same stitch where you've slipped, so that's 1, and then you do a single crochet, half double crochet in the second, and then in the third you do 2 half double crochets, then 1 double crochet, that's 5, a single one, half double crochet 6, and then 2 into the next. So every third stitch you do 2 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 9, this is 10, and then 2 into the same stitch, that's 12, 13, 14, then 2 into the next stitch, that's 15, that's 16, and 1, 17, 18, 2 in the next, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 and 24, and that brings me round to there, the first stitch. Single crochet, no, a slip stitch, chain 1, then single crochet into that same, half double crochet into that same stitch, so that's 1, 2, 3, and then into the 4th stitch you do 2 half double crochets, and then we do 5, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, into 2 into the next one, 9, that's 10, single, 11, single, 12, 13, 2 into the next stitch, half double crochets, that's 15, and you continue doing that until you get round to here, so that's 15, 16, 17, 18, 2 into the next, that brings it up to 20, 3 singles into the next 3 stitches, so that's 1, 21, 22, 23, 2 into the next, that makes it 25, single half double crochets into the next 3, that's 28, and 2 into the next stitch, that's 29, 30, slip stitch into the first stitch, chain 1, and then you're going to then half double crochet into the first stitch, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, so you've done 4 half double crochets into the first 4 stitch, and into the 5th you're going to do 2, that makes it 6, into the next 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 into this one, so that's it's 12. So what you're doing is you're going, so you did 6, then you did 12, and then you did 1 half double crochet, 2 half double crochets, 1 half double crochet. So it's more or less like your times table. So we did 4, 8, 12, 16. So we did 3, 6, 9, 12, 4, 8, 12, 16, 5, 10, 15, 20, and now we're on the 6s. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the next 6 is 18, isn't it? So 6, 6 is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then 2 into the next, that brings it up to 18. Then you do 19, 20, 21, 22, and then 23 and 24, and then we do again, so another 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, and then we should have 5 left, so we do 30, 31, 32, 33, 34 and 2 into the last one. That's 36. And you continue doing that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what you do for the next row, and then I'll come back when I've finished that row. And always at the end of each row you should do 2 half double crochets, and then you slip stitch into the first stitch from that round, you chain 1, and then you just go back into that stitch, and that is where your first stitch is there. So we're on the next round. I need 7, so we're doing multiples of 7 now. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then into the next one we double up, so we do 6 and 7. So you do 5 single crochets, and then into the 6th one you do 2 all the way round until you get there to the other end. You do 2 double crochets, and then you slip stitch into the first stitch of that round. So I'll come back, I'll get this done, and I'll come back and show you what to do on the next round. Okay, so you should have 42 stitches around now, and then so I've slip stitched to the first stitch of that round, and I'm going to do a chain 1, half double crochet into that same stitch where you slip stitch, so that's 1. So we're now doing 8. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then into the 7th one you do 2 half double crochets, 7 and 8, and then we do 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then into the next stitch you do 2 half double crochets, and that'll bring it to 16 stitches. And you just continue that, so you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you do 6 singles, and into the 7th stitch you do 2 half double crochets into the 7th stitch. So I'll meet you at the other end. Okay, so we've got 48 stitches now. So I've slip stitched into the first stitch, I've chained 1, and I'm going to do half double crochet into that same stitch, and you always start on that same stitch that you slip stitched into. So that's 1. So we're going up in increments of increasing on the every 9th so it's 9 now. So we're going to, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So you do 7 half double crochets into each stitch, and then on the 8th one you do 2, so that brings it up to 9, 8 and 9, and then again, so 9, 18, 27, 36, etc. So that's 9, so that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and you just keep doing that. So you go on, you do 2, 4, hold on, have I done it right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You do 7 single crochets, and then to the 8th you do 2 half double crochets. So you do 7 half double crochets, and then into the next stitch you do 2 half double crochets. I hope I'm making myself, so that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and you just continue doing that, and I'll meet you round at this end here. Okay, so now we've got 54 on that round, so now we're going to increase to 60 stitches, and I am going to do, so we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So you do 8 stitches of half double crochet, and then into the 9th you do 2 half double crochets, which makes it 10. So you do, and you continue doing that round, 8 single half double crochets, and then into the 9th stitch you do 2 half double crochets, and right, the time you come round to this end, the beginning, you should have 60 stitches. So I'll see you at the other side. Okay, so I've got 60 stitches. I've come to join them, and I've done my thingy, and now we're going to go on to the next round, and it's so it's 60, so we're going to go up and we're going to need 66 stitches. So again we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then into the 10th one we're going to do 2 half double crochets into that same stitch, and you're going to continue that round. So you're going to do 9 into the 10th stitch, you're going to do 2 half double crochets, and you continue that all the way around, and when you come to the end you should have 66 stitches. So I will see you at the other end. Okay guys, so this is going to be the last increase row for this size of hat. You can go on and do so at the end of this row I'll have at the end of this we've got 66 stitches. At the end of the next increase row we'll have 72, but you can go on and do 8, so you need to go up in increments of 6. So the next one will be 72, 78, then you go 84, 90, etc, etc. But for this one I'm going to stop increasing at 72. So I've done the slip stitch and joined that round. I've done a single crochet, a chain, and into the same stitch I'm going to do half double crochet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've done 10 half double crochets into those 10 stitches, and then into the 11th stitch I'm going to do 2, which gives me 12, and then you can continue that all the way round. 10 half double crochets into each stitch, and then into the 11th stitch you do 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah, 10, and then into the 11th stitch you do 2 half double crochets. So I'll do that and I'll meet you round here. Okay, I've got 72 stitches and I'm going to change colour now. So I'm just going to snip this and I'm going to bring in the blue, if I can find the end. Let me see, where's the end? There we go. I can go over there. There we go. So what I'm going to do now, I've not joined with a slip stitch, so I'm going to join that with a slip stitch, and I'm going to bring the blue in now. And I always like to do a slip knot, and then holding that, what you need to do now is chain 2, and we're going to do 72 double crochets all the way around. So into that first stitch, is that right? Let me see. Let me see. So we've got 1. Okay, and all you're going to do is you're going to do 72 double crochets all the way around, no increasing this time, just work your way all the way around, doing double crochets all the way around, and then when you come to here you slip stitch into the first stitch. So I will see you at the other end. Okay, so I've done a round of, as you can see, double crochets, so I'm going to join it up as we did on the previous rounds with a single with a slip stitch. I'm going to chain 2, and into that first stitch I'm going to do a double crochet. So I want you to go away and do another 2 more rounds of double crochet, and then I will show you then the pattern, the puff stitch pattern, and on the 4th contrast row. Okay, so I'll see you at the other end. So don't forget, you need to do 2 more double crochet rounds, and then I'll see you for the 4th one, which will be the puff stitch round. So see you in a while. Okay guys, so now we've done the three double crochet rows. Now we're going to go on to the pattern row, and there's only 1 row of this. And what you do is I've slip stitched into the first stitch, chain 2, and then I'm going to do a double crochet, and then into the next stitch. So every other stitch you're going to do a puff stitch. So you do let me see. So yarn round needle, pull through, yarn round needle, pull through, yarn round needle, pull through, and you should have 2, 4, 6, 7 stitches on your hook, and then you pull through, chain 1, one double crochet into the next stitch, and then 1 puff stitch. So 1, 2, 3, I've got 7 stitches, pull through, chain 1. I'll do it again. 1 double crochet, yarn round needle, pull through 1, yarn round needle, pull through 2, yarn round needle, pull through 3, and you should have 7 stitches on your hook, yarn round needle, pull through all of them, chain 1. I'll show you again. 1 double crochet, yarn round needle, hook through the stitch, pull through, that's 1, yarn round needle, pull through, that's 2, yarn round needle, pull through, that's 3, and you've got 7 stitches on your hook, yarn round needle, pull through them all together, chain 1, and then a double crochet. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to do 1 double crochet, 1 puff stitch all the way round until you get to the end, which should be a puff stitch. So I'll see you at the other side. What you're going to do is you're going to chain 2, double crochet into your first stitch, then you're going to 2 stitches together. So you're going to yarn round needle, pull through loop, yarn round needle, and go into the next stitch, which is the top of the puff, and then you're going to let me just work this out, guys. Hold on. So you join that one, you join that one, and then you pull through, and then you pull through again. So I'll do that again, and then you do a double crochet into the next stitch. So what you need to do is yarn round needle, pull through loop, yarn round needle, go into the next stitch, which is the top of the puff stitch, pull through 2, and then pull through all the stitches. You've got 2 stitches on, and then you pull through, and then you double crochet into the next stitch, and then you yarn through, yarn round needle, pull through, yarn round needle, pull through the stitch on the top of the puff, yarn round needle, pull through the 4 stitches, yarn round needle, pull through 2, and that's what you're going to get. So it brings you back around to 72 stitches. So double crochet, yarn round needle, pull through loop, yarn round needle, pull through loop, which is at the top of the puff stitch, yarn round needle, pull through 4 stitches, you've got 2 stitches left on your hook, yarn round needle, pull through, and you've got 1 stitch. Then you do a double crochet into the top of the double crochet on the row below, and then you're going to yarn round needle, pull through loop, yarn round needle, pull through stitch on the top excuse me on the top of the puff stitch, yarn round needle, pull through 4 stitches, yarn round needle, pull through the 2 stitches that were left, and you've got 1. You do a double crochet into the next stitch, and then the same, yarn round needle, pull through loop, yarn round needle, pull through loop, 4 stitches, yarn round needle, take the 4 stitches off, yarn round needle on the last 2 stitches, you've got 1, a double crochet, and I'll meet you at the other end. Okay, so by doing that, you've got back now to 72 stitches. You slip stitch into the first stitch, and now 2 chains, and you're going to do 1 row of double crochet all the way round, and I'll meet you at the end here, and then we're going to change yarn, and we're going to start the front post, back post. So as you can see how really nice that, it's just really simple beanie to make. And I'll see you when I finish this row. Okay, so we're now going to be doing the front post, back post, and I do 4 rows of this. So I'm going to join my yarn, do a slip stitch. So I'm introducing the grey, so I'm going to do a slip stitch, and I'm going to chain 2, chain 2, and then into the first stitch here I'm going to do a front post. So yarn round needle, put your hook between the 2, so you've got the row, the double crochet below. You bring your yarn round needle, you bring it up, yarn round needle through 2, yarn round needle through 2. Then I'm going to go behind the next double crochet, bring it through, and I've got 3 stitches on my hook, and I'm just going to do a double crochet, yarn round needle through the front of the post, the double crochet on the row below, yarn round needle, bring the hook through, go to the back, and then yarn round needle, you bring it through, and that's how you start your front post, back post. Through the front, through the back, through the front, and it's front post, back post, double crochet, yarn round needle, bring it through the front, take it to the back, yarn round needle, bring through, you've got 3 stitches, yarn round needle, take 2 off, yarn round needle, take 2 off, and that is the beginning of your front post, back post. So you need to do 4 of those, and I'll meet you when I've done the 4, my 4, and then I'll show you how to finish off. Okay, so I have done the 4 rows of front post, back post. You could do another row, it's entirely up to you, but that is the hat. Now to finish off, all you need to do is just do I've slip stitched into the top of that, chain 1, and then I'm just going to do a simple slip stitch all the way around, just to finish it off, just to give it, neaten it up, neaten the edges up, and then that's it. So you just do a slip stitch all the way around, and then I will finish off, weave all the ends in, and then I'll come back and I'll show you the hat when it's complete. So that is the hat, guys. You can use it in any 4-weight yarn. You could do what I've done, 2 colours. You could do a variegated yarn. You could use it in all 1 colour. But as you can see, I never do 2 hats the same. They're totally different. Here's different, and I did up 72, so the hat is bigger. As you can see, this hat is a lot bigger and a lot wide, a bit wider, so it's entirely up to you. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. So I am going to continue on doing my single crochet, and then once it's finished and I've weaved the ends in, I will come back and show you the completed hat. So I'll see you on the other side. So there we go, that is my happy hat. Very simple, very easy to do. I hope you've enjoyed the tutorial, and as you can see, totally different size to the first one I did, but I wanted this to be bigger because, let's face it, not everybody hasn't got the same size heads. So I will show a photograph of it on my at the end of this video, what I've used and that, and it fits really nicely. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Until next time, take care, stay safe, but more importantly guys, be kind to you. Bye bye for now.